Prime Minister Shri Narendra Damodar Das Modi.
Marking 9 years of fast-paced development and economic transformation for India. From a GDP of $2 trillion in 2014 and a per capita income of $1,573, under Prime Minister Modi's stewardship, India's GDP has grown to $3.73 trillion. Per capita income has risen to $2,601. The country has catapulted from 10th position to the 5th largest economy. In terms of purchasing power parity, India is today the 3rd largest economy. Only the US and China are ranked higher. The worst pandemic in a century brought formidable challenges in its way. But India's status as the fastest growing large economy remained steadfast. It stood as the beacon of resilience in the midst of a global downturn. This remarkable story of transformation has changed the global perception of India. The world applauded Prime Minister Modi's dynamic leadership and transformative vision. Forging friendships and partnerships, Prime Minister Modi has travelled the globe.
Namaste, Australia.
Enhancing India's position among world leaders with his policies and commitments.
I said to my friend, the Prime Minister, before, the last time I saw someone on the stage here was Bruce Springsteen, and he didn't get the welcome that Prime Minister Modi has got. Prime Minister Modi is the boss.
On his efforts to end the Russia-Ukraine conflict, world leaders praised Prime Minister Modi's statement that this is not an era of war. The Modi government has aimed for inclusive growth with pro-poor, pro-farmer and pro-women schemes that have elevated living standards for millions of Indians.
बच्चे घर में होते हैं और इसलिए उनको भी धुएं में ही गुजारा करना पड़ता है। मैंने तो ये सारी हाल बचपन में मैं जी चुका हूं, अनुभव करके आया हूं, उस पीड़ा को जी करके आया हूं।
The Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana has benefited over 10 crore women, bringing a sea change in their lives by offering them a smokeless and healthy lifestyle while also empowering them financially.
पीएम आवास योजना के तहत गरीब परिवारों की जिंदगी का सबसे बड़ा सपना पूरा कर पाई।
The Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana has seen the government build over 4 crore houses for the rural and urban poor.
स्वच्छ भारत के लिए हमारा सफर निरंतर जारी है। अभी हमने शौचालयों का निर्माण किया है। शौचालय के उपयोग की आदत की तरफ लोगों को प्रोत्साहित किया है। अब हमें देश के एक बड़े वर्ग के व्यवहार में आए इस परिवर्तन को स्थायी बनाना।
The Swachh Bharat mission facilitated 11 crore toilets that have benefited rural households and prevented them from falling prey to diseases caused by unhygienic conditions.
जल जीवन मिशन गांव और गरीब के घर तक पानी पहुंचाने का तो अभियान है ही। ये एक प्रकार से ग्राम स्वराज को, गांव के सशक्तिकरण को, उसके लिए भी एक नई ऊर्जा, नई ताकत, नई बुलंदी देने वाला अभियान है।
Nal Se Jal scheme has ensured clean drinking water to millions of households across the country.
पिछले 9 वर्षों में पहली बार देश के गरीब से गरीब को भी एहसास हुआ है कि देश के अस्पताल उसके लिए भी आसानी से उपलब्ध है। और इसमें एक बड़ी भूमिका आयुष्मान भारत योजना ने निभाई है।
Free treatment of up to 5 lakh rupees for 50 crore people under the Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, a national public health insurance scheme of the government, provides free access to health insurance coverage for low-income groups. Another public welfare scheme, the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, launched during the first wave of the COVID pandemic, provided over 80 crore people free food grains, promoting food security to millions of people. The scheme was extended during the second COVID-19 wave in the country.
मकसद एक ही है, कोई भारत का मेरा भाई बहन, मेरा कोई भारतवासी भूखा न रहे।
Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana and Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana have been providing insurance cover to ordinary Indians since 2015. To foster gender inclusivity, the government has pushed for better policies to empower women and bridge gender gaps. In 2015, Prime Minister Modi launched the Beti Bachao Beti Padhao initiative to usher in a transformational shift in the way our society looks at the girl child. With the idea ensuring protection, survival and education of the girl child, the Beti Bachao Beti Padhao scheme improved sex ratio across districts and enrollment of girls in secondary schools. New India's growth story has emphasized a rapid shift from women's development to women-led development. A key focus in this has been on building capacities in terms of nutrition, health, education and economic empowerment. In 2017, the government launched the Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana, a direct benefit transfer for pregnant women and lactating mothers to meet enhanced nutritional needs and to partially compensate for wage loss. In order to maximize access to education for girls, Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalayas have been opened in educationally backward blocks. To empower rural women with opportunities for skill development and employment, Mahila Shakti Kendras have been deployed. Mahila police volunteers have been operationalized to act as a link between police and women in distress. Construction of toilets under the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan has had a massive impact on improving health and security outcomes for women. Through effecting the mandatory reservation of 33% seats in Panchayati Raj and other local and national institutions for women, and ensuring 26 weeks of maternity leaves for working women, which is among the highest globally, the Modi government has consistently shown its commitment to India's women and their importance in the nation's progress. Continuous efforts to increase defense exports in line with Make in India, Make for the World vision have borne fruit as many countries have shown keen interest in Indian platforms. Record defense exports have transformed India from a defense importer to an exporter. A major reform, Agnipath, was rolled out to build a youthful and tech-savvy military to meet future challenges. Border area development, Nari Shakti, expansion of National Cadet Corps, and new Sainik schools to instill patriotism among youth have also moved forward with renewed trust from the government. The Modi government has also been lauded for its befitting response to every misadventure on the border. From surgical strikes against perpetrators of cross-border terrorism to abrogation of Article 370 and a firm stand against border incursions by China, the Modi government has showcased a decisive stance, keeping national interests supreme. India under Prime Minister Modi has also been distinctive by adopting a neutral position on the Russia-Ukraine war that has deeply divided the world. It is this strength of the Prime Minister that makes him one of the most powerful and popular leaders in Indian history. His popularity has helped him evoke a sense of responsibility among citizens about driving India's transformational journey. The dream is big. The need now is to move forward with the resolve of 140 crore Indians. So that brings us to an end of this broadcast. Thank you very much for your time.